Here are 3 problems that the world's richest people could solve. According to current estimates of October 2025, the 3 richest people in the world are Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, who is the richest man in the world with an estimated fortune of $480.2 billion. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon and Blue Origin, who has a fortune of around $243 billion. And Mark Zuckerberg, founder and CEO of Meta, who has approximately $266.4 billion. Together, these 3 American billionaires are worth nearly $990 billion. That's just enormous! And if these fortunes were put to good use, it could help a lot of people and solve many problems, such as eradicating world hunger. According to the United Nations World Food Programme, approximately $40 billion per year would be enough to eradicate world hunger by 2030. This budget represents less than 11% of Musk's fortune, 20% of Bezos's fortune, and less than 22% of Mark Zuckerberg's fortune. Combined, their 3 fortunes represent less than 6% of the annual budget needed to end world hunger. Yet their contributions remain limited. In 2021, David Beasley, the director of the WFP, tried to convince billionaires to get involved. He appealed to them, explaining that $6 billion could save 42 million people from starvation that year. In response, Elon Musk tweeted that he would donate $6 billion if the WFP could explain how the money would save them. The agency did so by publishing a detailed plan showing how the funds would be used to provide food aid to those 42 million people. But instead of making a direct donation to the WFP, Elon Musk transferred $5.7 billion in Tesla shares to his own foundation, the Musk Foundation, accelerating the global energy transition. According to the International Energy Agency, limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2030 would require investing $4.5 trillion per year in clean energy. The problem is that the agency points out in its report that in 2023, global investment in this area amounted to only $1.8 trillion, a sum that is clearly far from the target. So even combined, the fortunes of the world's 3 richest men could not solve this problem, but their contribution could still speed things up and, above all, motivate other ultra-rich individuals to get involved. Jeff Bezos got involved in 2020 by creating the Bezos Earth Fund, a fund to finance climate projects in which he invested $10 billion of his own money. This is a significant effort, but one that needs to be put into perspective. Amazon remains the most polluting of the GAFAM companies, emitting 60 million tons of CO2 per year, which is more than some countries such as Ireland, Norway, and Congo. Above all, this figure is underestimated, according to a study by The Guardian. In short, Jeff Bezos is contributing as much to the solution as to the problem, ensuring universal education. A 2024 UNESCO report estimates that 250 million children worldwide still do not have access to education. This exclusion has a huge economic cost, as it could cost the global economy around $10 trillion in the long run. However, guaranteeing universal basic education would only require an additional $22 billion per year. This budget represents less than 3% of the combined wealth of Musk, Bezos, and Zuckerberg. Clearly, the wealth of these 3 billionaires represents a colossal lever for action in the face of today's most pressing challenges. But it's not that simple. While billionaire philanthropy can accelerate progress, it should not obscure the responsibility of governments or the need for equitable redistribution systems. Some economists, such as Francis Thomas Piketty, advocate a global wealth tax to reduce inequality. According to them, this tax could finance global issues, but the problem is that for such a measure to see the light of day, all countries in the world would have to cooperate, and we are still a long way from that.